The source of peace is not to know. And that's the beauty. It's a fragile beauty apparently because we want to know. Every movement towards knowledge is a movement away from peace. In that sense, it's fragile because we have this tendency to know. We haven't realized the comfort of not knowing yet. It is called the last knowledge. So every movement towards knowledge is a movement away from peace. Can you imagine? How many steps away from peace we try to create a day? So the being that is embedded in his or her own being, in his or her own peace, understand this deeply. And choose peace. Doesn't choose understanding or knowledge, or to become knowledgeable, or to know what to do in case this or that happens. It's just a very familiar situation with peace, so it's very familiar with the fragility of that. And it's embedded in love, because that peace makes you feel in love. So movement towards knowledge means leaving your lover. So what to do in the future is just not in the frame, you see, of mind of that person. It's not there. What to do if the roof falls? It's not. What to do if you end up alone? It's not there. What to do if you lose all you have? It's not there. This knowledge, this intention to know what to do in the future is not there. It's no activity of that. No activity of such nature. So the root of peace is not to know. Now the question is how to make you comfortable with not knowing. That's a good question. See? If you would taste, you see, the comfort of not knowing, you wouldn't worry about how to be comfortable with not knowing. But you need, like every love, you need to give it time. You cannot flirt with the idea. test me first, and then you decide if you love me. If you decide that you don't love me before you test me, before you taste me, you're just tasting your own, you're just imagining what I taste, how I taste, how I am. So this is the jump. Can you dare to spend the day not trying to know anything? And if you can you let me know how you feel? Can you tell me if I'm wrong? So every form of knowledge or every intention to achieve understanding is a moving away from peace. This is important to understand. Thank you, love. It's very important to understand because it's the moment of surrendering that gives us the full taste of peace. Once you have the full taste of peace, you can try to learn and know everything you like, if you still have the nature. You will learn from peace. It won't be contradictory or antagonic to peace. But because you don't know how peaceful you are, then you need to stop that for a moment. You need to stop the intention to know. So you know how peaceful you are. It's the only way. If you have a piece of canvas and you want to embrace, you see, the emptiness of the white, you can't use colors, no? Even the slight dot of color will distract you from the white. And so it is the purity of consciousness. You need to come to a perfect stillness for you to see the reflection of beingness in you. And so long as you want something to attain or to achieve or to learn, you can't be still. So this is why I start saying, if we could just learn to say, I don't know, and if we could just feel how liberating it is. Don't worry about the judgment of others. They already judge you if you pretend to know. So, not much will change. Also, in this path of peace, you have to exchange quite big tokens, if you like, for retaining peace in you. And some of them is that you see that people judge you wrongly, and you don't defend. Because defending that is like trying to steal the water with your hand. The least you touch it, the stillness comes. So they will judge you as ignorant, and it's really practical. It's good, it's useful to be known as somebody ignorant, because they ask you less. They're not going to ask an ignorant, which is very convenient, because then you don't have to reply. That's another thing you learn in silence, and you learn in peace. Don't reply if there is no question. In life we reply so many things without a question. We're so generous with our opinions about nothing. So when you're silent and when you love peace, all these things are safety devices. You know, the same as you think, you know, that pleasure that you have when you realize you don't need to go to the shops today, because you can make a dinner with what you have in your kitchen. The same kind of pleasure you feel when you realize you don't have to talk.